I need someone to do that. Because right now there's giant, because I mean those trees I took down were, you know, big old dead ashes, they're massive. And the willow is a moist tree, right?
Yeah,
So,
they're crap.
yeah. Yeah, I'm tempted to just take that willow and throw it in a bunch and just throw it in the burn pile.
You'd be better.
Yeah.
You'd be better off. Was that still green?
There's,
Still alive?
yeah. Yeah.
I want to wait till next year to burn it because it'll pile up and let sit for a year.
Yeah.
That stuff is so wet.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, I mean, I've got putting this stuff in the back to season, and then brought what other wood I have forward. So.
Yeah, I got plenty of dry wood, lots of dry wood. And then a friend of mine, he's got massive amounts already cut on the ground in lengths. You know, anywhere from 10 to 16 foot lengths. Nothing but red and white oak.
Oh wow!
He says, "Come get all you want." I have a trailer. I got a grapple for my tractor. I can certainly handle it, but I got so much. I have so much stuff up here now. I feel guilty about going elsewhere.
Yeah.
Down to Thurmont and getting a couple of loads of that.
Yeah.
Although I was thinking about getting, taking my 16-foot trailer and just getting a load on it and bringing it back and then have that for like.
Season it for a couple of years.
No, well, it's already burned. It's been down for 2 years. Yes, it's ready to split and burn. To have something like that for January, February.
Yeah.
You know, the all-nighter stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I certainly have there's a lot in the backfield, so I lost 2 hickories in the back and probably 7 black walnuts.
I lost a couple of them. Did they bend over?
Yeah, total root balls.
Huh?
They're full root balls. Where they tore the whole roots out of the ground.
Oh,
From that
no, like
micro-
the tree itself stayed straight and then
Yeah.
I had 2 of them, nice size hickories, nothing huge, back in my woods, and both of them just
Bent over.
bent right over and the tops touched the ground,
Wow.
like a big U.
Wow. Mine, I don't think those are down. I actually also had an oak tree that got topped during that storm.
Yeah.
It ripped the total top off of the oak tree, which means I'll lose that one eventually.
Yeah.
Morning, Mickey.
Yes. Well, we'll start our meeting. Stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Barlow,
Here.
Mr. Kyle,
Here.
Mr. Hill,
Here.
All right, the purpose of our meeting today is to continue our budget process and just, and to move forward with, finalizing the budget. All right, well, we want to start with the stop sheet then, I guess. This is revisions that, since, last meeting, Wendy.
yes, I added the transfer that we, suggested down the bottom, or at the top, where we're going to transfer from the general funds, the third line,
Yeah.
and then, calculated it down. And there was a error where the yellow highlight is,
Yes.
so I did adjust that. So it's pretty much everything you looked at previously.
Right. And these are projected that that we would plan on doing Bullfrog and Girl Scout.
Yes, it's right in there, if
Okay.
that money's allocated, if those projects are gonna go forward.
Okay. Anyone have any questions on those?
No.
Nope.
No other changes in the general budget?
Whatever this includes any adjustments that we made at the last meeting.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll go down and see.
And then if you go to page 2, I just was showing without any transfers what the increases were. That doesn't include a transfer. So I'll just say our budget, the income has gone up based on, real estate values and other things, so, and
Right.
8%.
No,
But that does include freedom, and then I don't know what that number's gonna be.
Okay.
Okay, so keep that in mind. That's it, I don't know if we have that number yet.
You say it does or doesn't?
It does, it is included projecting that freedom has accepted the contract,
Oh,
but I
okay.
don't know if that's true, so that's the third, fourth line down from the top on page 2. So
Okay.
it would be a difference of 35,700 to the total.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Anybody have any questions on page 2, page 3? Page 4. Page
Did
5.
we, I can't, do you remember what we completed the last meeting? We were pretty well through it.
Huh?
Yes, we
I
did.
have to say, I don't. Did we do that, we did the police department at the last meeting, correct?
Yeah, we did that.
Okay, we did all that.
Just to confirm, I'm sure they have, Highland has ratified their contract.
They have not yet.
They have not yet?
No. They won't have another meeting until the 17th of November. They verbally said they want to accept the 1-year contract, but not the other 2. They want to negotiate those at under 8.
Okay,
So,
I remember that.
yeah.
I just didn't know if it was ratified or not.
No, they have not voted to do it, but they've given us the go-ahead, because I told them that we were hoping to plug in the numbers for our November meeting, which is prior to their meeting. So they said they are planning on signing a 1-year contract at the rate that we gave them, $85 an hour, with the conditions of that 1-year contract. With the other 2 years, they were not going to do anything with.
That's fine.
Wow.
I'm just worried about 26 anyhow.
Yeah, and then, as far as freedom, you all saw the red line, return, contract, I'm assuming you saw it?
Yep.
And, I talked to Terry about it, Terry was upset, but hey, it is what it is, it's part of the negotiations and ongoing things I told him. The only problem that I had with it is I told him I do not personally feel that we can accept that contract, red line like that if, we sign a contract like that and we have police officers in Freedom Township and they fail to respond to an emergency call, per their contract, their residents or someone could sue Freedom Township, and because we're under contract and we agreed to a contract like that, it could open us up to liability. So my thought was, and I did, when I spoke, I turned that red line contract over to Lisco, for advice, if we should sign it or not. He's gonna review it, and, I haven't heard back from him. Yeah. Right now, as I said to Terry, I would reject that contract.
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, the contract is what it is. We said we were gonna hold firm on that, and I still believe that that's what we need to do.
Right, and to your point, Mickey, them asking us to do one specific thing versus the entire is probably, there's a liability associated with it.
there's a liability, that's my feeling, I don't know legally, where we stand with that, that's why I said, let's go, you need to tell us, if we sign a contract like this, are we liable if they're sued because they failed to supply,
Yeah.
services?
Yep.
And, I mean, logically, I would think, if it was my case, and I called, and the police didn't respond because it wasn't traffic related, and I was having an emergency, I needed a police officer, I'd sue the township.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
It falls back on us, like I said.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, so anyhow,
You know what runs downhill.
yes, so anyhow, as of right now, I told Terry, he can, I haven't seen an email from him either, that he said he was gonna make, some suggestions on how to address those things, but he never did, so that's where we're at with that. Anyhow, as far as freedom right now, I would probably say, this is, unless they come back with something different, we're probably not gonna accept the contract.
Okay. So we can go through the rest of it based on, the tracking.
That's kind of where
I would
Yeah,
subtract it,
don't-
absolutely.
Definitely take it out.
So since on the topic of that, on line item 410, right? So 2025 budget was, just gonna use the police chief, 59, and then there's a raise to 66.
59 was the amount that we budgeted, but then in January, we hired him as chief.
That's what that was.
And that was an unbudgeted number, so that's actually 2025 number that we're
That's
getting.
right, thank you.
It's
And,
no raise.
and the
It's just-
same thing went with secretary, there was a
Correct.
change,
There
more
was a
duties.
change. Well, is that correct with the secretary, actuals?
I knew that there was something there, I just wanted to
They
make
have
sure.
changed before, honestly, Chris, off the top of my head, I can't remember about that one. I know that he initially had put it in, I can't remember if I pulled it out, but I can go look right now.
What did you guys,
Yeah, when we get a point where you can check that.
Yeah, I'll verify that the number, if I can get that, you keep looking, I'll print it out.
I'm wondering if that changed, because I thought when she changed the position into the police department, no, she didn't. No, she was doing the police and the, secretary,
Assistant.
where we made that change as far as salary, or hourly rate. And we combined the two.
Admin secretary, no, that admin secretary at 23,040 is her current 2025.
okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Refresh my memory, how many hours does she typically work a week? Pay period?
She's working, 40-hour pay period, 20 hours a week.
20 hours.
It's 80 hours for the month.
Okay.
Any other questions on the budget, Mike?
Nope.
Alright, I know we have this medical thing here, but I wanna before we address the medical, I think we should move to the back page there. Wendy's broke down, the 2026, for planning purposes, any potential for raises. One we did not have in front of us last time was a COLA number. So we're going back.
That's what
I got
they're
too many
saying,
packs here.
they haven't said it yet.
Yeah, it's not set, but that's estimated for COLA if he was going, if we were entertaining any raises at all, that would be COLA at 2.7%. And this is the raises that would follow suit, for, the hourly employees. Again, this, I said to you before, I don't have those numbers in front of me, I left them over my desk. But last year, we gave an average of 6% to a 10% raise for all employees, so I don't know, that we really need to address that again. One of the things is, like, we have new employees, haven't even worked yet, we would be virtually giving them another raise. You know, we've been here a couple of months, so.
What was that?
Yes,
What?
if we gave a raise, a COLA
Oh.
raise right now,
Oh, gotcha.
he ain't even worked yet, he'd be getting a raise before he started work.
Yeah, well, no, that would go back to the things, yeah.
Yeah, right. You know, I mean, if we wanted to do individually, that's one thing, but not across the board.
Agreed.
Last year, I think it was the township. We also did a tax increase last year, at Wood Mill that also helped offset those raises that we gave. the purpose of the raising last year was try to bring most of the employees up to a current competitive level anyhow. We're not quite there, but we're pretty close.
Getting there.
We're getting there, yeah. So, that's my thought. You guys may have different opinions and thoughts. I'm totally open to listen to them. So,
Okay, you talked about possibly individual increases of COLA. I assume is the increase that you would consider.
I
Do
consider
you have
anything.
anybody on that list that you think?
I don't know that we should talk about that in an open meeting.
Yeah, it's an individual performance thing.
Okay, you're right. Okay, very good.
And then just for the total, if we remove the freedom contract, instead of 95,153, it's 59,453 will be the new.
What line?
The very last line, when we balance out, if we remove the income from the freedom contract, instead of 95,153, it will be 59,453.
What page is that on?
That's
It's
the
last
very
page,
last item. It's the total.
Right below the yellow.
Where the yellow thing is. The yellow number changes since there's no, if we're taking no income from freedom.
About 59.4.
59,453.
Is the new number.
Alright.
Thank you.
Alright, the other thing we were talking about was medical insurance, trying to provide, or trying to at least start looking. We've done it before, over the years, talked about this, got some numbers from different, county agencies are supplying to their employees, the different amounts that they're supplying. When you pull this off of PSATs, and this is if we went through PSATs, through their insurance, medical insurance plan, to give us some numbers of what PSAT offers. It's not necessarily something some other insurance companies may give us a better price, but we would have to shop.
Yep.
That's the whole.
And the purpose is that we think, just the reason for doing it was because attracting talent that wants to have, that wants to take this on as a career, it's difficult to recruit anybody without offering a basic healthcare plan.
Right. I actually talked to a fellow the other day. He delivers the vending machines.
Oh,
That's one of his jobs. He left a really good job in manufacturing some years ago, but didn't have very good insurance. Didn't have any insurance pretty much. And he went to Adams County, and he had said to me, because I asked him, I said, how long have you been there now? He goes, 7 years. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, pay sucks. That's exactly. He goes, the pay isn't very low. He goes, but you can't get my benefits.
right.
He goes, they pay 100% of the benefits, He goes, from day one I came in, I got 5 weeks of benefit. He got 5 weeks of vacation, a week of sick leave, and a week of personal time. I'm like, Jesus. He goes, so the benefit package through Adams County is the best you can get, but the pay sucks.
But that says something, right?
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
I mean, we might be in a position to be like, hey, for the right person, we've got a great benefit package for you.
And that's
The
kind of.
pay's not that great, but you've got a great, benefit program, which may make us more competitive for the right individual.
For the right division, that's exactly right. And that's, it's like I said to Wendy, and I was talking to her a little bit too, is we have to make it, like you said, that it's going to entice somebody to want to come, especially the younger people.
Yeah.
Retiring people that, want a part-time job and make money, they don't need this.
They're right, yeah, exactly.
Not at all. Like Terry. Terry is not going to pick up on this insurance plan because he already has a retirement insurance plan that's better than we'll ever offer.
That's right.
I mean, that'd be stupid for him to do that.
Yeah.
We have to look at, at some point we will have to find someone and have some kind of leverage to try to make it.
But that's always going to be unique to the police department,
Yeah,
right? They have the police union and all that, but anybody else, an administrative manager, zoning permitting person, whatever, we're going to have this roads and maintenance. I think you have to do this. I think you know that.
it's something we have to definitely look at entertaining and putting in our budget to supply these things and see how it goes. You know, again, as I was asking my son again, because I don't know too much of what's going on with him, I said, you know, I found it, last night I asked him, I said, what do they do insurance claim? What insurance do you have? Because I didn't, for years he didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
He's got Blue Cross Blue Shield, just like I had, just like Bobby has. Now, he has a $3,000 out-of-pocket deductible, and I don't know what mine is. I think mine's $2,000 through Obamacare. But $75 emergency room visit, $50 for specialty, $5 prescription copay, and a $25 office visit. And I went, okay. What are you actually? So he went and got his paycheck stub. He pays $48.92 a pay period. So it's just under $100 a month that he pays for himself. His employee's paying the rest. And I went, okay. So that gives me a kind of an idea of, okay, what can we as a township do, because of someplace like that there is offering that thing.
Well, and I think, you know, reading the future tea leaves, you know, it's highly likely that the post-COVID subsidies are going to go away, and I think healthcare in 2026 is going to become a new hot button that everybody doesn't necessarily understand. That it's not just going to go up at 10-20%. Now, some people it may double.
Yep.
So people or families may be going from $12,000 a year for coverage to $24,000 a year in coverage.
Yeah.
And so I think this is going to be an important aspect of any package we provide.
And it's something we have to be mindful of too, moving forward.
Yes.
The increases hit us, the
Yes.
taxpayers,
Oh yeah.
as an adverse effect on that budget.
Oh yeah.
I spoke to two different comptrollers of two different companies. One's about 10 employees and the other one's about 80. I spoke to them and asked them, you know, basically, I just did employee. I didn't ask, you know, the employee with or spouse, children, etc., family. The numbers that they shared with me were higher than what PSATS is quoting here, okay, which is a good thing for us.
Oh,
But the flip side of that, it doesn't matter if it's PSATs or whoever it is you're working for. Every year for the last forever.
The insurance is going up.
Insurance is going up anywhere from 12 to 22% at a crack annually.
yeah.
So you've got to keep that in mind. And both employers, the employee contributed. And both of them one was a little above, close to 30%, and the other one was like 24%. So an average of somewhere 20-some% on their contribution. And they did offer same sort of thing, you know, dental, optical, etc., disability, that sort of thing. Both of them said on a disability side, for example, that was an option for the employee. They could pick their plan and they could pay for it. One of them paid for dental and vision, and the other one put that in with the whole package, and they paid their percentage of that as well. So I went back and I checked, and it was 2018, and at that time I was paying about $30 a month myself with my contribution for the insurance, which actually turned out to be about just under 30% of the annual. So that's the kind of numbers that are out there in the real world, and they're pretty good. And both of those were $5,500 deductibles too.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
So you've got to remember that that number has a lot to do with the cost of it. You know, over the years, I can say that there's very few people that I've talked to, other than municipal or state or government workers, other than that group, that don't have a deductible of some degree.
Agreed. They have big purchasing power, right? The company's a union,
Yeah,
which is different,
that's a different world.
and we're not part of that world.
No.
And everywhere I've worked for, like you guys, I've paid my portion of that. Right? I've never had 100% coverage. That would be very unique.
I would say,
Yeah, it is.
never had 100%
But I
either.
think you need to provide the path to it's there, you know, and we'll or if we choose to provide something, we don't have to. But yeah, I agree. And the energy's going to go up, as you pointed out.
Yeah, that's the downside to it is the cost will just continue to escalate. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
That's for sure. You know, in talking about whether we pay 100% or whether we pay 75% or whatever number you pull, you know, you can offer a couple of different things to an employee. It's perfectly legal. I can say, I'll pay you $20 an hour to come to work here, and we'll pay 100% of the insurance. Or I'll pay you $28 an hour, and you pay part of the insurance.
Oh, yeah.
So there's options out there.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, do we know if that's legit, if we could do this? That's totally what I was thinking.
I'm pretty sure, without making sure, I'm pretty sure you can't offer options like that to a person. And the reason why I say that is, you can opt out of insurance.
Right, if your wife or spouse or husband works for Adams County in the school district, to take it through them.
Yeah, so I think there's a possibility that you have those options in talking to potential new hires. In my view, personally, I would think we'll just call it the younger generation, you know, 21 to 35 age group. They would opt for the more pay
Yeah.
because they're younger and healthier. They're going to roll the dice because they're going to be
They're
after the money.
Absolutely going to
You know, they're trying to get started in life. You know, they want to buy a home, new car, raise a family, that sort of thing. So, I mean, there's all kinds of variables out there, a lot to consider.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know at the school district when I was sitting on board, that was one of the big, the insurance was one of the big negotiators with our union contracts.
Oh, I bet.
And, the school presented the union with, an option, pretty much what he was saying. And they were opting teachers that had spouses that worked somewhere else that had an insurance plan, they were opting that if you would go with your spouse's insurance plan instead of the union, then they would give you X amount of dollars. And at that point in time, like, I don't remember what it was, it was like $3,000, $4,000 they would give you to opt out of their plan into the other plan.
So it is legal.
Well, it was for the union, that was a negotiating tool, I'm assuming it was legal.
I
Well, it
mean,
doesn't
we really have to check on that, cause they keep tweaking those laws, because when I was working somewhere else for a while, they didn't offer insurance, but they gave me money for insurance.
Right.
And then they passed a law that you cannot do that, and that happened here
That happened
too.
here.
Because they were doing that here, they were giving benefits of $3,000 a year, and they had to stop doing that.
So is this something that's in Lisco's wheelhouse, or is this like, do we have to get like a benefits specialist?
Well, I mean,
Labor statistics and labor.
You know, I don't know if that's a.
They're not available right now.
I don't know, I don't know if that's something he can answer right off the top of his head. I would probably say,
I would say
I would have to look into it.
it would take
Oh,
a
you
while.
will? Oh, for sure.
That's what you
There's got to be someone that specializes in
Oh,
benefits.
sure, I could, I'll contact PSAS and find out.
There you go.
Start there.
Yeah, cause they
I
got
mean,
free.
that's because we pay for a membership for legal and.
Exactly.
I'll contact them and find out what other options are available. And in all that consideration, we don't have to make that decision today with the budget, even if you wanted as to set some aside for benefits, you don't have to specify what you're doing with it. And then, because you'll have to look at what the pricing is next year and what plans we're gonna take. It's just like what we're doing with the road work, where we set aside the money for the road work, but when the bids come in, are we gonna actually do it?
Yeah.
So this is just to put money allocated in the budget in case next year we're gonna do it.
Now, on the, okay, this is employee owned spouse with children. Okay, never mind, cause I'm saying, Cause I don't even know if it's even legal, can you only offer insurance to the employee only?
Yeah,
Yep.
You can't?
totally.
Okay, I didn't know. if
They
it was
can
criminal.
buy it, you can offer it, and then they can buy it for their family, you don't have to pay for it.
It's like a marketplace, right? So you're basically getting how much you
Yeah.
allocated, and then if you wanna cover your kids, it's gonna cost you more.
Right.
That's not employer's problem.
No, but they're like, say, you have insurance, do you wanna add your family
Yeah.
at cost?
Okay, alright, because Winnie and I did talk too, because we do have, you know, that $30,000 we've had in there for donations, in our general fund, that we can allocate for anything we want.
Right.
I mean, anything.
It can move at this time, right now it's, right.
But, I mean, it's not something that right now we're saying we're gonna do. But we gotta get some more numbers down. I think moving forward in the future, we definitely have to start, getting serious about, some type of, benefit to the employees for retention and also to even get people interested.
You know what would be good to pull together along this thread would be, to Nikki's point, the comparable.
Hey, but I'm in a meeting now.
Would you-
I'll call you.
Comparable, like on real estate, you get something that's similar. So
Yeah.
we know that we're basically share with you what that Adams County was, you know, that they got 4 weeks of pay, da 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 da.
Yeah, we did that, but Hannah pulled that off for us.
Yeah, that was the sheets I sent previously, but I don't know if they're in this email, right?
I was
But
looking
we
for.
so we have it, right? And then we can compare like, okay, so our benefit program would look like this. And then, and health insurance and just the point of, when that guy said benefits,
Yeah.
he was referring to this package. It wasn't just
No,
health
he wasn't
care.
just referring to
Right?
health
So
insurance.
what can we put into the honey pot that sweetens the deal to be like, again, because we're trying to recruit people in here to do this for a career.
Right.
We recognize it's a stepping stone. For
Right.
5 years, what do we have to do to make 5 years? And if our saving grace is, we've got flexibility, we've got a more flexible schedule, we've got more time off, you know, there may be some individuals out there where that's very attractive, and so they're willing to take a lower rate, and then it's not just about the hourly wage.
Right.
And I think that's the game we have to play.
Even
Or-
if we get to a point where we're not ready to offer health insurance, us paying any part of it, we really need to sign up so we can offer it, we
Yeah.
can pay it out here. Because right now, we only are offering dental, that's,
Yeah, right.
that's all we have on the books.
Right, so
So we would just still have to join their program to offer those things.
But
so
there's
that
no cost
the
to
employee-
joining, is there?
No, but we just have to, we have to vote on it and send them a form to say, we will offer all these things at employee
So
cost.
at a bare minimum, I think.
Then we can say, we offer insurance, we offer, even if we're not paying it.
Right.
And then we'll obviously need to get to some point where we can have it.
Do we need to vote on that or anything like that?
Well,
Yeah,
not
no,
today,
yeah,
but we
right.
will have to vote on that. Probably we should think, in January, we should implement that we're signing up for the PSAS program. I'll check with them for their deadlines, if we need to do that in December to begin offering it in
Yeah.
January. And then somewhere down the line, they do have, different cutoff periods where if at any point next year we decide we're gonna pay part of it, then we can rejoin with a different,
Perfect.
allocation. But I think in December, I'll put that on the agenda for us to at least sign up for all the insurances, that the employee, it's available for the
Now,
employee.
I have a question, and I don't even know the question, so I don't know if you can answer it or not, but if we as an employee offer insurance, that we're not gonna pay for it, the employee has to pay for it, and they're on like the Affordable Care Insurance Package, if your employer offers it, are you automatically kicked out of that, the option to do the other?
I don't actually.
I don't think so anymore.
I don't know.
If you're already, I think that once you're already in, I don't think you're kicked out, but I think if you have it, you can't sign up. But I don't know, they keep changing the rules every year and tweaking them, remember they're forcing you to have it, then they're fining you for not having it.
Yeah, that's the
And
thing,
then
my
they
question.
raise the rates and they change how much you're actually getting reimbursed for, so I don't know what the current rules are.
Right,
It's
that's-
all been
that's-
changed
That's
right
the
now,
question,
too.
that's my question, is because if you have an employee that, we offer you insurance, but you gotta pay the full thing, and it's like, well, hell, I can't
I
even afford to work.
cannot see that.
So can I
can't-
sign up for Obamacare, or
It's-
whatever they're calling it nowadays, is that gonna be something that's gonna kick me out?
I don't know if
know
they
that
will
for
kick you
yourself personally?
it might prevent you from signing up, but I don't know that it will kick you out if your employer later
Well, like I
implements
said,
the
that's one of
policy.
my questions, will it prevent someone, if they get insurance, it's cheaper somewhere else. I'd hate to put a position, something in place that keeps them from being able to get any insurance and then force you to take
Right,
that
because
away.
like, right now I have Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Same as we both have.
This
same.
is not Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Right.
And then if you implement that, does that force me out of the Obamacare, like you say, and now I have to take this other insurance that's not the insurance
Cause
I
see,
want?
and the only reason I'm asking that question, because now I'm getting ready to turn 65, I got a notice from, the Affordable Care people, well, they actually called me defendant. They said, listen, you're gonna turn 65 here, you're right now up to, it's a time period, you gotta re-enroll in, the Affordable Care thing, blah, 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 blah. That may change, but you are mandated by law to sign up for Medicare, at 65. And I said, well, what if I wanna keep what I have, cause I like what I have? You're automatically kicked out. I went, I don't have a choice, they said, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you sound.
You're right though, and I can see how that's
That's
a
right.
problem, because it's only for certain people that can use it at a certain income level. So
Right.
they probably have those stipulations, so we'll verify
We
that.
have to look at that, cause like I said, if we plan someone and it takes them over that threshold again, as far as the income level, then that also screws it.
Well, that's where I am now, because I'm still in the Obamacare, because we have no health insurance here, but I'm paying most of it. Because every time I get any kind of increase in salary, my health insurance, the subsidy goes away.
Right.
And
So when you get done.
so don't give me a pay raise, you should do it, I'm ending up paying more.
She don't get no
It
more
just makes
raises.
my insurance go up.
Well, all the big COVID subsidies are going away.
Yes.
So it's gonna more than double.
I'm sure.
Yep.
Alright,
All right.
so I don't think we need to, like I said, we'll look into some of those things.
Okay.
All right, and this is all in your wheelhouse, and it's a fair bit of work. So this is a priority task item.
Right, but I don't see us really, what is your deadline and when do you wanna talk about this again? This is not
Well,
something we're gonna pass in the budget itself.
Not in the budget. No, this would be
So this would
something
be January, we're gonna.
we want to execute in January, so we need to discuss it in
Yes,
November,
of course,
December.
you have all this,
Yeah.
work on this and just, get it ready for
For-
prior to the January meeting.
Yeah, cause we can actually offer this in January.
Yes, we'll have to sign up for it prior to that. So
Which
I,
means-
like I said, I will check with PSETs on their deadlines for when we have to sign up for certain programs and when we can make changes throughout the year. Like we have to, if we sign up and do, no, we're not paying anything, but we offer it, but then we realize we can pay part of it by June and then change
And
it.
you might want to just hop on that sooner rather than later, because November is the open enrollment period,
Yeah.
and so that may affect when they want us to sign in, which means.
No, I'm in conversations with them now.
Awesome.
So-
You got it.
So,
After we go out of this meeting, I will be sending an email.
Like,
Okay,
one
do
of
you
the
know,
questions.
their rate structures are based on calendar, fiscal, what do they base their rate?
I don't know what the insurance cutoffs are, I don't, it's not, I mean, it's like every, I think it might be June in January, or, because they have different enrollment periods, because they know that your employees are coming in at different times. So I have to really check with them. on
Yeah,
that.
because it could
It's
have-
multiple times throughout the year,
Could have an effect on the budget or our planning.
definitely.
So now, on, let's see, this medical package you gave us, that first one, it's not the dental and vision, but it's the medical. It says Plan 2, PPO.
Right, and they have, it's like Plan 2 through 7, but looks like they took away Plan 1 and 4, but they kept the same numbers. So there's only 5 plans, but this says,
So what's Plan 2 cover?
there is a sheet that explains it. Those were, different sheets. I think they look like this or something.
Oh, there it is, okay.
I know, it's a terrible handout. All of this, it's confusing, and I don't know why they write on there payable twice a year. Why are they even telling us that? That's throwing us off. It's a monthly payment, it's 12 months, what's the annual rate? No, they're like, here's a monthly rate, and you pay the bill twice a year. It's so, non-intuitive.
Yeah, there's the individual side, and there's the enterprise
What are you
expansion.
talking about? How much is this gonna cost anyone for a whole year? That's what I need to know.
Right, right. Okay, I see what you're talking, I see it here.
So the
Same.
handouts that they presented are very like confusing. I don't know if it's intentional or not, overwhelmed me with these. It's not put in any kind of comparable format where you can look down and see, what if we do option 2 or option 3, what's the difference?
Right.
They give you all these pages to look at without prices.
Alright.
And they told me the rates for 2026 won't be available until late November, so I can't see how the sign-up period could even be in November for them. But like I said, I'm in conversations with them.
Yeah.
I'll send them some follow-up emails with a list of questions.
I think a lot of stuff comes to light in November.
And this has the deductible, that plan 2 is.
Right, that's where it tells you, so when I did the other calculations, I did the one with the lowest deductible.
Yeah,
So if
plan
we
2 is
offset,
$500 to $1,000.
yes, and that's the one I put the pricing on.
Yeah.
So if we actually said we'll offer our plan with a $2,000 deductible, all those prices will go down, obviously.
Right.
Because right now, just looking at plan 2 or plan 3 would be these other ones are starting to get, I mean, it makes it lower. But
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
The deductible does a lot,
but
right?
the employees like, screw that,
Yeah.
you know. Especially if you're never gonna meet your damn deductible.
Right.
If you're gonna pay a family of 5, you're gonna meet the deductible. If you're 25 and single,
Yeah.
Well, I'm 65 and I don't need my.
I don't need my deductible either, and mine's only 1,000.
Well, I'll meet it next week or week after next when I have surgery,
no, there you go, yeah. That'll take
And
care of
that's
it.
really why I hate
but
that.
that's the first time in years,
Yeah.
you know. Years and years and years. All right, anything else we have for the budget?
Well, I think what we need to do is close out the numbers on the budget.
Close them out.
We have to vote on it in November.
Oh, right.
So where is that 59 going? Should we plug a number called benefits, or does that need to get reallocated somewhere else?
We put in donations for now?
Well, if you do, we have to reopen the budget to move it out. That's quite a significant number. If you change a line item more than 20% of what it is, you have to reopen the budget and advertise it.
Well, but we can't after February. Well, we can't after January, we can't reopen the budget.
Actually, because it's an election year,
That's true, if we got a new supervisor running, but we don't.
right, but you're right. If it's, so what do you wanna do? Where do you wanna put it? I would not put it in donations.
I agree with that.
You could put it in employee benefits, and that can also be, if you need to do raises, or not spend it at all.
Let's put it there.
So I would make that a line item for employee
That's general
benefits and
thing,
balance the
employees
budget
and,
with that.
Is that a new line item or is it existing?
I mean, they're all in there, it's just we're not using it right now.
Okay, let's add it to that. Yeah, I
Okay.
agree.
Yeah. They're all available, so it'll be employee benefits, and then I'll balance the budget with that.
Which seems directionally accurate.
And I just have to point out, and that's all I needed on the budget.
Alright, so the budget is zeroed out.
Correct.
Alright.
And if Freedom comes back and works out the thing, we will help.
Right, then we'll have something to work with, and in November, if we get it, well, we won't have it till what, mid-November? When will we have the certifications from Freedom and Highland, not till December?
Freedom, Highland has told me the 17th is when they're gonna have a meeting, they're gonna vote to approve the 1-year contract.
Okay.
And then, Freedom, have not responded back to their red line item
Okay.
at all. I haven't
When's
responded.
their next meeting? It's also mid-November?
Second week or third week of
Okay, so this will be all after we so we need to just keep the budget like this, with Freedom removed and move forward.
Right, because like I said, I don't anticipate that Freedom's gonna say, yay, when we say we're not gonna agree to a red line item like that.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some flexibility in there, but I'm just concerned it would put us in a liability state.
Agreed.
Okay, and I don't think we had public comment yet
What's this?
on this meeting. I don't think we did public comment. Did we do public comment?
No, we did not, but they didn't want public hearing.
Anyone have anything they want to share?
Keep on coming.
And no public comment.
Jessica?
Keep on
Alright,
coming.
there we go, we did public
She
comment.
left. We adjourn?
That's it, well, go into the season.
9/11 if you.
Is there getting any more topics for the budget?
No.
Do I hear none? I'll have a motion for adjournment.
Seconded?
All in favor?